Hello everyone. So this presentation brings to you the detail on reproductive system and development in Penaeus. You can see that Penaeus, they are bisexual, that is the sexes are separate, show the male and female showing very distinct sexual dimorphism. Uh, the sexes can be distinguished with the help of external characters such as the presence of morphologically differentiated male and female sex organ, as you can see in this particular figure. The major external features that differentiate the male and female, the most important one is the presence of Patasma in the male, while presence of Thelicum in the case of female. Okay, the Patasma, it is a structure which is developed from the endopodite of the first pair of abdominal leg. Okay, the Patasma is actually a structure which is used for transferring sperms to female. You can see here this is the structure. Okay, so it is so this is the abdominal appendage, and you can see the exopodite and endopodite. In the case of males, what happens is the endopodite, they are joined together. Okay, and this structure is what is known as a Patasma. And this structure, it is actually the modified joined endopodite of the first abdominal leg, right? And this is absent in the case of females. And what is the function? It is used for transferring sperms to female. The another structure, or we can say the what you call the female sex organ, it is the Thelicum. Thelicum, it is actually a modification of the sternite of thoracic region. So this is thoracic in position. Thelicum, it is thoracic in position, and it is found on along the sternum or the ventral wall of the last thoracic segment. It is a cup-like structure, and it serves as a structure that receives the sperms from male. So it is actually the Patasma they introduce. Patasma is used to introduce sperms into the Thelicum. And the Thelicum, it is absent in the case of male. So Patasma in male and Thelicum in female, they are unique characters with which we can differentiate the male from the female. Okay. There are plenty other structures. For example, the genital openings of the male are situated on the coxa of the fifth pair of walking legs. Okay, so here this is the male reproductive system, and the male reproductive system the opens through the genital opening. It is in the seen on the coxal segment of the last pair of the walking legs. And in the case of females, you can see over here the female genital opening. It is present on the coxa, but it is present in the third pair of walking legs. Okay, so here it is in the fifth pair of walking legs, and in the case of females, the reproductive system opens out on the coxa of the third walking leg. So these are the two major differences with which we can differentiate the male from the female. Okay. Now we will go into the structure of male reproductive system and female reproductive system. So this figure shows the structure of male reproductive system, and this includes a pair of testes, one which is present on either side of the thorax. Okay, and you can see here the testis, it is anteriorly, it is joined together. Here you can see the right and the left testis, they are actually continuous, or we can say that they are joined together anteriorly, while posteriorly they remain separate. Another feature is the presence of testicular diverticula. Okay, these actually each testis laterally along the lateral side, they have blunt outroots, and these outroots are what are known as testicular diverticula. Okay, now the testes, they are formed of long coiled seminiferous tubules, and it is in these tubules the sperms are produced, and even they are the first part of maturation takes place over there. Okay, now each testis, they lead into, we can see here posteriorly, they lead into a very highly coiled vas deferens. Vas deferens, it is otherwise known as sperm duct. Okay, and these what you call vas deferens, you can see here It is long, it is but highly coiled. Okay, this vas difference, it opens into a chamber. You can see here slightly what you call expanded chamber. It is known as the ejaculatory bulb. Okay, and this, it is glandular in function, and it is otherwise known as seminal vesicle. Glandular because it secretes secretions that help the sperms, that actually keep the sperms together. Okay, glandular, it is a glandular structure, ejaculatory bulb or seminal vesicle. Okay, and you can see here on the outer side of the ejaculatory bulb, there is a small duct, ejaculatory duct, which opens out through the genital opening in the coxa of the fifth walking leg. I hope this is clear. Okay, now as we have already mentioned, the testis is formed of seminiferous tubules, isn't it? The sperms are produced in the seminiferous tubules and mature in the seminiferous tubules, and these mature sperms, they move out of the testis and reach the vas deferens, from there to the ejaculatory bulb. Okay, and here what happens, the secretion of the ejaculatory bulb, they glue the sperms together, okay, and form sperm clusters, and these sperm clusters are known as spermatophores. Okay, they are known as spermatophores. Spermatophores, spermatophores. Okay, and these spermatophores are stored in the ejaculatory bulb for a while until they are being transferred to the female during mating process. Okay, so this is about the what you call male reproductive system. Regarding female reproductive system, you can see here female reproductive system, it is placed on the dorsal side. You can see the ovary, it is placed on the dorsal side of the body, and it almost extends along the entire length of the body. And in a fully ripe female, that is what we, that is where the ovary is having ova, and ova are mature. In such a kind of a condition, the female is ready to spawn. So in such a condition, the ovary is found to be dark olive green in color, and they have lateral expansions in the first abdominal segment. Okay, coming to the structure over here, female genital organs, it includes a pair of ovaries. So this is the ovary. Okay, a pair. Here you can see anterior, this is the anterior part. Okay, anteriorly they are separate, while posteriorly they are fused together. So here you can see it is almost like a single tube, isn't it? And this ovary, it is placed on either side of the thoracic and abdominal segments. And anteriorly, each ovary, you can see here, just like the diverticula of the testis, here you can see the ovary also gives out blunt lateral outgrowths, which are known as ovarian diverticula. Okay, now from the diverticula, you can see here, leading from the middle of each ovary as the oviduct. Oviduct is comparatively short, and this oviduct opens out on the coxa of the third walking leg. Okay, so this is how it happens. Now, regarding the development, if you see, in the case of Penaeus, the fertilization is external. So the what you call the sperms and the eggs are released into the external medium. Actually, what happens is the spermatophore or the sperm packet, it is being released during the breeding season. It is being deposited, or it is being released into the thelecum, okay, with the help of the Patasma. And then at the same time, the female also discharges a large amount of ova. And I hope you remember the location of the thelecum. Thelecum, it is present on the last thoracic segment, isn't it? And the what you call the oviduct, it opens at the coxa of the third thoracic leg. So what happens is the thelecum may contain the spermatophores, and the ova will be released at the base of the what you call the third walking leg. So this spermatophore, the sperms in the spermatophore and the ova, it comes in contact, and fertilization takes place outside the body. Okay, now the female carries the fertilized eggs for some time, and during this the embryonic development takes place when the female is carrying the fertilized eggs. Okay, after that the first what you call larva appears, and the first larva, it is nauplius. So as you can see, the development is indirect with many larval stages. Okay, you can see here that for completion of the larval development, it has to move towards the beach areas or towards the mangroves. Okay, so for the successful completion of the developmental stages of the Penaeus, you can see that they have to move towards the beaches. Okay, and the larval, post-larval development takes place either in the mangroves or estuaries. Okay, so actually this is a estuary or mangroves. They are actually nursing grounds for the development of the Penaeus. So if deforestation or if mismanagement of these mangrove ecosystem happens, it is going to affect the population of the Penaeus. Penaeus, even though they are found in the oceans, but the larval development happens in the estuarine regions. Okay, coming back. So as we have already mentioned, Penaeus undergoes indirect development with 5 different larval stages. The first larval stage, which hatches out from the fertilized egg, it is the nauplius. You can see here, this is the photograph, and here you can see it is having a single median eye, which is dorsally placed, and they have appendages in this way. You can see it is not segmented, or it doesn't look similar to Penaeus in any way, isn't it? But this is considered to be the nauplius larva is considered to be basic larva for almost all the in almost all the crustaceans. Okay, so nauplius, it then give rise to or it molds and transforms into the next stage. It is the metanoplis. Okay, metanoplis has more or less elongated body, as you can see, and it can be differentiated into cephalothoracic region and abdomen. Okay, you can see here, and the cephalothoracic regions, they do have rudiments of these particular appendages. Okay, cephalic appendages especially. You can see maxillae and all. Okay, maxillipeds are also there. So all these appendages in a very rudimentary way, it is found in the case of metanoplis. The metanoplis will later transform into protozoa. There are actually, it is not like nauplius will directly give rise to metanoplis, but nauplius will undergo what you call molting, and like first stage, second stage, third stage, depends upon the species. So nauplius will undergo successive molting, and then it gets transformed into metanoplis. And similarly, metanoplis also, it increases in size, it undergoes molting into various stages of metanoplis, and then it will undergo transformation into protozoa. Protozoa also, it is elongated body, cephalothorax and abdomen is there, and the like demarcating body parts, body segments, and it is almost similar to the metanoplis. Coming to the next stage, again protozoa, they undergo molting and transformation into zoea. Zoea is an advanced stage of protozoa. So here you can see it is almost like the what you call Penaeus, because it is having segmented abdomen, and isn't it, segmentation has developed in the abdomen, and they have all these rudiments of walking legs and cephalic appendages, and you can see the what you call the antenule and antennae and all, they have developed all the characters of completely grown Penaeus. Okay, so it is almost like a this what you call the fully grown Penaeus. Okay, then zoea, they transform into the mysis stage. Mysis is exactly, you can see here, it is almost like a strikingly similar to the adult Penaeus, and in here you can see the walking legs are there. There are paired what you call this one, the pleopods, and that is the abdominal appendages. They have developed the uropod and telson. So it is exactly similar to that of the fully grown adult Penaeus, and all these external changes are accompanied by internal transformations also, and so this lead to a metamorphosis of mysis into the Penaeus. So these are the 5 stages. You needn't learn about the structure and all, but you can learn about the different 5 different larval stages, starting from nauplius, metanoplis, protozoa, zoea, and mysis, which later transforms into the adult prawn. Okay, so this is about the development of Penaeus. Fine. Okay, thank you.